Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of today's video, I am doing a freshman advice since school is starting back up soon and actually already has started back up for some of you, which I think is crazy because I thought that I went back early. I go back on August 15th, but some of you have already gone back to school, which is just like insane to me. So I'm here today to give you the little throwdown on high school for all of you freshies, class of 2023. That's insane to me as well. I'm going to be a junior in high school, so I am halfway done, like exactly halfway done. My freshman and sophomore years were very different years for me. I think I definitely qualify to give freshmen some advice. Funny story, I had like a list of all the advice that I wanted to give in my phone, and then I realized that I record with my phone, so I can't look at the list while I'm filming. So I sat here and I wrote down everything in my little planner in the notes section. And then I realized that my notes from my phone are connected to my notes on my MacBook. And I literally could have just used my computer, but I sat there and wrote out 20, because I have 20, it's a long list. And I sat here and I wrote them all out when I could have just used my MacBook, and I'm really upset with myself now. Without further ado, I'm going to give you the real tea on high school. High school is not like the movies, okay? High school in movies is kind of like over-dramatized. So yes, there are cliques, yes, people are mean, yes, like bad things do happen, drama does get started, stuff like that. People do get pregnant, like things happen. But it's like way over dramatized in the movies. It's not as dramatic in real life. The first thing on my list though is to get involved. Now I don't know about your guys' high school, but my high school has a club for literally everything. Everything. There is a gaming club at my school, and they literally have like Sonic and like Mario tournaments like after school and stuff. Like on the smart boards, like they connect their Xboxes or Wii's or whatever it is that they play it on to the smart boards, and they have tournaments, and like you can win like money and stuff in them. If you try and tell me that there's absolutely nothing that you would want to get involved in, oh, I don't play sports, that's fine. There has to be a club for you. Like everybody has some kind of interest, and there's literally a club for everything at my school. And if you go to a high school that doesn't really have that many clubs and there's no club for anything that you're interested in, start one. I mean, there's other people in your school who are going to be interested, so start a club that is something that you're interested in. So the second thing on my list is that you actually have to try in high school, believe it or not. You know, in middle school, for me, I could get by with barely doing my homework, not studying for anything, and just really putting in like the bare minimum effort and like still passing, like with flying colors nonetheless. But I learned really quickly that my freshman year that you do have to put an effort in high school. I was really lazy my freshman year, so my grades slipped, and my cumulative GPA was like a 2 point something, which for me is really bad. Like I've always had like a 3.5 or higher. Like I've always been like honor roll, merit roll at least. And my sophomore year, I worked so hard to bring it up, and I got straight A's almost the entire year, sophomore year, because I busted my butt to try and bring my cumulative up, and I barely broke a 3.0. Once your GPA is down, it is so hard to get it back up. And I know you hear people say this over and over and over again, and it's like a broken record, but it's so true. Do not let your grades slip freshman year, because if you do, after that it is going to be so hard to get it back up. Like we're not just talking about like, oh, don't get an F in one class for one quarter because after that it's hard to get it back up. That's not what we mean. We mean your cumulative GPA. Do not let that fall, because if you do, it will be so hard to get it back up. And that is what colleges look at. That is what sports look at. That is what everything looks at when you're talking about your grades. They don't look at your quarterly grades. They don't look at your yearly grades. They look at your cumulative GPA. Okay, so the third thing that I have on my list is a little more like social related. So it's don't care about what people think about you, and you are going to see people's true colors. So if you spend all of high school caring about what other people think about you, about the way you look, the way you dress, the way you act, the things you like, the music you like, the sport you play, the club you're in, your hobbies that you enjoy, if you care about any of that, if you care about what anyone thinks about you, you are going to be miserable. You're gonna have so much more fun if you just do the things that you enjoy, if you dress the way that you want to dress, if you listen to the music that you want to listen to, if you do the things that you want to do and not worry about what everybody else thinks is cool or what everybody else wants you to do. If you're being fake and you're being somebody that you're not, we can tell. Like, I can tell, I can see it. I know that's not who you really are. Like, it's obvious, and if you think that you're fooling anyone, you aren't. The fourth thing is don't worry about things that aren't going to matter in a couple of months, and that refers to anything. That refers to a bad grade on a test. That refers to getting into a fight with a friend. Think ahead, and if that thing that you're getting yourself so worked up about isn't going to matter in 2 months, isn't going to matter in 6 months, isn't going to matter in even a year, then why are you so worried about it? The fifth thing on my list is balance school and your personal life. Don't throw yourself into school so far that you have no social life, no personal life, like nothing else to live for besides school, because that's also going to make high school miserable for you. Okay, 5, 6, and 7 all kind of go together. So I have balanced school and life, don't tear yourself up over bad grades, and don't overload yourself. If you take all honors and all AP classes, you are going to have so much work that you aren't going to be able to have a social life. You are going to be spending every waking moment of every single day worrying about school and getting schoolwork done. Okay, so it's storming outside right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the lights just flickered, and honestly, that scared me. That's great. Oh my gosh, the light just flickered again. Why? Why? It's like low-key making me nervous. People who legitimate... That's the third time the light has flickered. Like, I just want it to stop. Who knows? Ask. My door just moved on its own. I'm a little freaked right now. Hey y'all, so I'm sitting here editing this video and I'm realizing that I am talking a lot, like more than I probably should. What if you've stayed until this point? Like, I promise that it gets better, so sorry. So it is about like 3 or 4 days later maybe, so I got kind of interrupted the last time I tried to film this, so we're just going to continue where we left off. Number 9 on my list is don't cause issues and get involved in unnecessary drama. So I know you've probably heard this a lot too, but getting involved in drama is just not worth it. If you're the one who's starting the issues, what is wrong with you? Like, why don't you have a life is my question. If somebody tries to get you involved in drama, just that's none of my business. Like, I'm not taking sides, I'm not getting involved, like, I'm just worrying about myself. Number 10 is get in with the right teachers. So this is probably one of the most important things that you could do as a freshman. If you can get in with the right teachers, the right advisors, the right people, like not students wise, I'm talking like staff wise, like administrators, your life in high school will be so much easier. You'll get more like leniency. Teachers will trust you more. Number 11 is don't decorate your locker. You can always tell the freshmen by who's decorating their locker at the beginning of the year, because nobody else does that. And if you like got like a locker organizer and like a cup like to stick on the thing to like organize, you're not going to use it. You think you're going to use it, but you're not going to use it. at least at my school, we carry around all of our stuff with us, like in our book bag. So I hardly use my locker. I use it for like my cheer stuff and like my lunch, and that's it. Number 12 is that your business will end up everywhere if you're not careful. You can't go around and just tell anyone your problems. You can't even tell one person your problems or your issues or like your business without it ending up everywhere. 13 is that people notice you. Even if you think that nobody pays attention to you and nobody notices you and nobody really cares about like who you are, and you just kind of like go around, like people notice you. I didn't know that anyone knew who I was until people started telling me about like the people talking about me. When I was a freshman, there was an entire sophomore class talking about me. They were talking crap about me. Number 14 is, this is boyfriends and girlfriends. Listen, guys, don't go into high school immediately searching to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Because first of all, you're going to end up in a wrong spot. You're going to end up in a wrong situation. You're going to end up with the wrong person. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get lied to. It's just not going to be good. So number 15 kind of goes along with some of the other ones that I've talked about, and that is that people talk. You may not think that they do. You may think that everybody likes you and everybody's nice to you, but people talk. Like I said, I had just found out my freshman year that an entire sophomore class was talking about me, talking crap about me, and I didn't even know it until someone in that class decided to tell me about it. So if you think that nobody's talking about you and that you're not the subject of conversation in anybody's book, you are. 16 is don't try to act cool, because people will immediately dislike you because of that. I look at a lot of like the freshmen and people that are younger than me who they try to act all big and bad and cool and like, oh, like, you know, like they're just so cool, but like it's honestly so annoying because we can see right through you. You don't look cool. You look stupid. Just be yourself. Number 17 is that peer pressure is real, but it's not real in like in the movies the way it is. It's not like they sit around and like circle up on you and be like, come on, try it. You know, it's not like that. It's like people are so worried about that kind of thing happening or people not liking them that honestly it's pressure almost from themselves that's coming from their peers, because they pressure themselves into doing it because they don't want to look stupid and they're afraid of what will happen if they don't do it, even though what will happen if they don't do it isn't what they think. Number 18 is, I just said social media because there's a lot about social media. People look at your social media, people talk about what you post on your social media, and people will make fun of what's on your social media. They will show teachers, they will show coaches, they will show advisors, they will show people what is on your social media. Don't post videos of you smoking and drinking. Don't post pictures of you in your underwear. Don't post pictures of you hanging all over your boyfriend half naked. People look at that and they think you're trashy. They think they'll call you a slut, they'll call you a hoe, they'll call you all of these things. And if you think it's private, it's not always private, because there are people like on your Finstas and on your spam accounts and stuff that will screenshot things and show people. Number 19 is you're not too cool for school. Everyone at my school, like at pep rallies and stuff, there's hardly anyone that likes to participate or get excited because everyone thinks that it's lame and that it's like not cool. But you look more not cool just sitting there not participating than if you like get up and start like jumping and yelling and getting involved, because it's fun. Like it's your school for these 4 years. Like have school spirit, get involved at the football games, get involved at pep rallies, get involved at all of these things, because it's a lot more fun than just sitting there and being like, this is so lame, like this is so stupid. Like that's what all the freshmen and like sophomores did this past year, is they just kind of sat there. Like it's a lot of fun if you actually like get involved and make it fun. And the last and final thing is go to homecoming. A lot of people I know my freshman year did not go to homecoming because they said, I don't want to, it's not gonna be fun, But how do you know? You've never been to homecoming. High school dances are a lot different than middle school dances if you had them. We had middle school dances and they were terrible, but the high school dances are a lot more fun, especially if you make them fun. If you go with a group of friends that you know you're going to have a good time with, and you know, you make it fun. You go to an after party, like you do some fun things. But go and try it out, and then if you genuinely do hate it, never go again. That is all of my freshman advice. I hope that it was helpful to you guys, and hopefully gave you a little bit of a perspective on what to expect when you go to high school. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later. Bye!